But yeah, basically that's all my news. So yeah, I guess that'll bring us to our topic. Take it away, Stan from the past.
So hey, don't know if Ryan informed you people of the podcast or not, because he hasn't sent me the latest episode yet, because he's lazy. But because my work hates me, I am not going to be on any of the episodes for about a month, a little bit over that. So, for this week, I am pre-recording the topic with Troy. Say hi, Troy.
Hello, everyone.
And if you don't recognize my voice by now, I'm Stanley, the co-host. So, this week's topic is the latest DLC for Spider-Man PS4, Turf Wars, which dropped last week. Now, this is the second in the City of Never Sleeps arc, or saga, or bonus scenario, or whatever you want to call it for the game. And the final one, the Silver Lining, going to be released next month. So we'll be talking about that too. So, if you want to know our impressions of the game as a whole, you're going to want to listen to our review of the game, which we did back when it released. And also probably our review of the Heist DLC, which was last month. So, as usual, let's do our short version. Yeah, still good. I'm still very looking forward to where this whole story is going. How about you?
I like the story. I don't like... we'll get into it, but I don't like some of the side missions.
Oh, yeah, dude. No, oh, yeah. we'll get into that. And
yeah, the story...
it's double stupid, because most of the side missions in the first DLC were good, so, like...
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's weird.
So, alright,
yeah.
I mean, it's not like this scenario is like, oh, this ruins the game, or anything like that. No, it's just lesser than the first one, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Like, still good, just not as good. So, alright. So, what is the setup? Well, this is a short time after the heist. I'd say, like, at least a week afterward. They're pretty ambiguous as to how much time has passed, but I'd say, like, a week, given how it flows. So basically, they got a lead on where Hammerhead and his gang are throwing down, because, like, the final bit, which, data chip thingy, USB drive, has gone missing with the supposed death of Black Cat. So Hammerhead just says, fuck finding the treasury. I'm just gonna straight up kill all the other mobsters, and that's where Turf Wars gets its name. So, supposedly you've tracked him down to this abandoned warehouse, as all mobsters like to hide in, you know. And, needless to say, things kinda go hectic from there, without going into too much detail. Although one thing I do want to note is, could they have made it any more obvious that entire police squad was gonna fucking die at the beginning? Like, especially that one dude who was like, hey, my kid's birthday is today, or rather, it's my birthday today, and my kid gave me a Spider-Man watch, isn't it cool? Can't wait to go home and talk about how I met Spider-Man. I'm like, wow, okay, you're being blatant about this shit. Like, fucking... Just... But yeah, fucking, the scenario is pretty good. It's essentially just U.S. Spidey trying to track down Hammerhead, stop his plan of killing all of the other mafiosi, and thus, you know, basically taking control of the city. And also having to deal with Yuri Watanabe and her backstory, which, judging by how her story flowed throughout this, my guess is either in the next DLC or in the second game, because they're most likely going to make a second one. She's probably going to become Wraith, most likely.
Yeah, it would not surprise me if in the next DLC, or I think it'd be ridiculous if they didn't make a second game, since...
Oh yeah, especially with how well this one has been selling. Like,
Yeah.
at my job, I still handle crates full of the fucking game. I'm not even exaggerating.
Yeah, for like game sales, because one of the news bits I did last week was on like game sales of like the month,
Mhm.
and how Call of Duty like barely edged out Red Dead,
Yeah.
and Spider-Man was I think 7th or 8th on that list.
Nice.
So yeah, it's still going strong after being out for almost 2 months now.
Oh, yeah. So, so yeah, my impression of the story, like, there's not a whole lot to it, but I do feel that it was done well, and it very much is the second act of this 3-act structure they're going for. So I imagine, like, with the silver lining, just basically all hell